Let's get things started by talking about the Unity Cup, and the venue has been confirmed. As I did tell you, it's Brentford Gtech Community Stadium, and that's where will be the host venue for the 2025 edition. The Afro-Caribbean competition is making a return after 21 years and feature the Super Eagles of Nigeria, Ghana's Black Stars, and the Jamaica and Trinidad and Tobago national teams. Tournament organisers Afrosport, through its chief consultant, Rotimi Pedro, thanked Brentford for providing their stadium to celebrate African and Caribbean heritage. The Unity Cup 2025 tournament is scheduled to begin on the 27th of May with 2 semi-final matches, as Jamaica will take on Trinidad and Tobago in the first game before an all-West African affair between the Super Eagles of Nigeria and Ghana. Meanwhile, the final and third place match will be played on the same day on the 31st of May. And joining me on this conversation to look forward to the Unity Cup is Afrosport's content director, Deji Omotoyinbo. Great to have you on the show, Deji. And Brentford, it looks the choice destination as things stands now.
Well, it's a Premier League club. Yeah. It's a popular stadium. Anybody that watches the Premier League knows about the Brentford Stadium. The Gtech Stadium is a beautiful stadium, as the images have shown. And it's a 17,000-seater stadium, and it's a tremendous venue for this kind of event. Interestingly, one of Brentford's ambassadors, Marcus Gale, who was part of the announcement, was a Jamaican international. So it's homecoming for him too. Unity Cup is it's beyond football. There's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of food, a lot of fashion, a lot of music. It's a one-week event celebrating football, but also celebrating the cultural similarities and synergies between Afro-Caribbean countries. The first semi-final is Warriors of Trinidad and Tobago against Reggae Boys of Jamaica. That's on the 27th. On the 28th, a day after, Super Eagles, Nigeria, Ghana. I don't think they are friendlies, Nigeria, Ghana, but this is going to be a nice thing between the Black Stars of Ghana and the Super Eagles of Nigeria. And then, like you said, on the 31st, the losers will play and the winners will play the final for the championship. It's something that happened 21 years ago. It was going to come back in 2020, but COVID stopped that. But from here on out, hopefully it will be a yearly event. Yeah. The plan is to make it a pre-World Cup tournament next year in the United States of America. 2026 edition is planned for the US. So it should be very exciting. The response has been tremendous since the official announcement was made yesterday. It was a little bit delayed because we needed to confirm Gtech Stadium, and that's been confirmed. So the response has been tremendous, and it promises to be 1 week of fun and football.
21 years after, and of course we now know why it took that long, but what can we look forward to after 21 years, the return of Unity Cup?
In the space of the 21 years, countries like, I think, Jamaica have been to the World Cup. Trinidad and Tobago has been to the World Cup once, I think, before. Of course, Nigeria and Ghana have been to numerous World Cups since then. So these countries have become what you call truly international footballing nations with a lot of great talented footballers on tour. You also know the cultural similarities between Africans and the Caribbeans. We can't understate that. And so all these synergies will come to play in what promises to be a 1 week of fun. Like I said, festivities, there's going to be comedy, there's going to be music, there's going to be fashion, there's going to be a whole lot of things. But even the football, you will expect high quality football. Nigeria, Ghana, players from all over the world. The Jamaicans, a lot of their players are British, playing for Jamaica. Same thing in Trinidad and Tobago. Trinidad and Tobago has Dwight York as coach. Yeah. Popular man, Steve McLaren is coach of Jamaica. 2 high-profile football personalities. So it all adds up to what should be a feast of football for 1 week or 3 days of the action and the other days for all the other activities.
How significant do you rate this in terms of Afrosport being the organisers of this event now? It's of course one that we'll not forget, but how significant do you rate this?
We want to establish ourselves as a top-class media organization, not just broadcasting sporting events, but also organizing sporting events. and that's what Afrosport is trying to do with this. Have card calls since yesterday about how did you manage to pull this off?
Absolutely.
Well, somehow we managed to pull it off, get the 4 countries to sign, and get the creme de la creme of the footballers to come to London, and of course get top quality fans from across the world. I'm sure some people are already making plans. I got a few calls yesterday from guys who say, hey, I'm going to travel to go and watch this, because, you know, the cultural mix alone makes it exciting. You know, like I said, beyond the football, the cultural mix of the personalities, the countries involved, and what the Unity Cup stands for makes it a not to be missed event for anybody who's a connoisseur of good football and somebody who rates African and Caribbean history even beyond football. So it was a long, hard road. A lot of heavy lifting had to be done. Some heavy lifting still has to be done, and tickets should be available in the next few days online, and we're hoping that for the 4 games it should be about 51,000. This is a 17,000 capacity limit. It should be about 51,000 fans making it through the turnstiles there. So I can't wait myself. It's so very, very exciting. And Afrosport, we have to pat ourselves on the back. Absolutely. For being able to pull this off and put what is promising to be a global sporting event, because it's going to be on TV screens across the world.
I'm beginning to also look at how this influences the football calendar, with the Club World Cup not too far away as well.
Yeah, it's right at the end. In fact, the day of the final is also the day of the final of the Champions League. Incredible. That's the 31st of May. So the plan is to have those 2 games played early in the day, and there are plans that the fans can even watch the Champions League final at that same venue. So all in the works is just to, you know, take advantage of an opportunity. The Premier League season ends just before that.
Yeah.
Players are still a bit in their element. They haven't gone on their holidays. They haven't gone to pile on the pounds, so to speak. So they're still and then for the countries, especially Nigeria, Ghana, involved in World Cup qualifiers, is a fantastic, for Super Eagles particularly. Ghana are doing very well in their qualifiers. It's an opportunity for the new coach to try out new players, try out new hands, and see and prime themselves for the return of the qualifiers in September. So all things working together makes it a very, very important tournament for all the countries concerned.
Well, then, exciting times in Brentford to look forward to. But thank you very much, Deji Omotoyinbo, for your thoughts and for giving us such something to look forward to. By the way,
whetting your appetite.
Absolutely, I look forward to Brentford. Then.
All right,
yeah,
you should.
Of course. Thank you very much, Deji Omotoyinbo.
My pleasure.
Afrosport content director.